having the cars and drifting around on parking lots. A new morning with new adventures today in northern Sweden. So stay tuned to follow it up. I have to say that it's not always easy to get a good night's sleep in a car, but when it comes down into the end, it's probably only what you're used to. If you're used to the diesel heater noise or some surroundings, it's probably easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. It's time about having a good coffee to wake up. Hallo. Kommer i hula. Ja, men du känner hur det kommer. Wonderful morning here in northern Sweden. As you see, there's a lot of snow lying here, so we still have a nice winter wonderland, and we will see. I hope we get to see some northern lights really soon, but we have been a little bit unlucky with weather conditions. It has been cloudy all the way along. Could see a little bit of stars yesterday, but we're also in a limited space. It's not so open, so we will see if we find a more darker spot really soon. Ja, det jo det enkleste for. Beautiful day now, and as you see, we are currently driving, so we're heading now towards Tornio, or how you pronounce it. It's about roughly 1.5 to 2 hours of driving, and from there it's 1 additional hour to Haparanda. And Haparanda is a really special place. I will come back to this later in this video if you follow up. See you soon. When you ever imagine, or when you ever think about a trip to Northern Scandinavia, there's some common rules which would be really good and appreciated to follow. And as you know, we have a free ride to Rome, which makes it really nice to be here in the nature. And it's good to take care about it as well. So if you travel somewhere, you would also like to find a nice clean place and not completely covered with garbage, which I have seen in Portugal or in Spain, which is really sad. And things like this would also result in restrictions. So if you ever think about throwing garbage out of your window in the nature or next to a rubbish bin, well, then you are one of the reasons why the free ride to Rome will be over time disappearing, which is completely normal because people here and locals, they don't like to always take care about everything and pick up your mess. It's just common sense and common rules. So I hope if you come to Scandinavia, you will follow simple basic rules, which is really good. Take care about the nature, and when everyone is having a good time, in a good mood, and locals are welcoming you. So think about it next time when you are here. And I also appreciate it. And yeah, it would be really nice if you're nearby one time. Just send me a message and maybe it's possible to meet up as well. Who knows? We never know what the future will bring. We are living in a big world, but on the other hand, it's still a really tiny world we're living in. Especially here in Norway, on the working places, even if you work in a huge company, you actually end up with working colleagues who are from the same town where you live, or from a nearby town, and they always knew, or they always know a person who are connected with. That's why I'm having a saying that it's a really tiny world. You probably also noticed the plastic bags on the side of the road, on the poles, which is marking the width of the road for the winter servicing, for the snowplow. So I'm not quite sure why they have placed it there. It's probably maybe more movement to frighten the animals, the wild animals who plan to cross the road. It could be, but I will check it up and link it down below as a text. I also have to admit it's not as scenic as I used to be. In my case, living in Northern Norway. Here I see mostly only trees, left and right, and there are some small mountains, hilltops, and you can see a little bit colorful sky. But it's way different from Norway. It's probably nothing can beat Norway if you think about this subject. It's just way different. But anyway, it's good to experience something else, especially if you're traveling to Northern Scandinavia. I can highly recommend that you take the round trip, which many people are doing, through Sweden and Finland, and then go back to Norway, or first through Norway and go through Sweden and Finland. At least the roads are really nice. You have a speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour, and they are really good in size. So you have way more space compared to Norway, and it seems to be way more safe to drive here. We just left the Arctic cycle. It's a bit, yeah. I wanted to be inside the Arctic Circle, but there's no walk around to that. We will hit a little bit more north again really soon, and then we will probably be inside the Arctic Polar Circle again. I think it's at the borderline of it, where the town Haparanda is located. The landscape, it has been a little bit more open, less trees. So as you know, we have a big tree industry with pine trees here in Sweden. Produce a lot of wood for this and building material. That's probably a reason why we have so much here. But I can also link it a bit up and check the fact, just in case that I'm not saying anything wrong, to keep everything straight and honest. Just passed the sign of Haparanda commune, so which means we nearly arrived at our destination. Yeah, it was interesting to see where actually the highway from the E4 is ending. We are still on the E4, but it's not like it was separate all the way. So now it's just two-way road, which we used to say in Norway. One lane in each direction and without the separator in the middle. But it's still a really nice road to drive on. Finally, we have some clear sky. It's sunny today and everything is still covered in snow. It'll be really interesting to see how this town is. I think this is the northernmost Ikea, which I'm aware about. Maybe you can correct me. I can also check this fact again. Not quite sure, but it seems to be like that. And yeah, now we're in Haparanda, the very first time. It will be interesting to check it out and see what we can get here. And I see here plenty of shops where you can get things and buy stuff. You're not Scandinavian Norwegian. You're freezing now here in these conditions and don't have a proper clothes.
But German is hot and then... Knapt nok blåbær. Det er prioritet.
Fy faen, ja. Priorities.
Oh, he's escaping from the snowstorm here in Haparanda. Really fast. Oh! So here we are, near the border to Finland. And everyone here is walking now for the first time to Finland. Our cars right here just have disappeared. We will see. Somewhere here is the border from Sweden and Finland. We are now illegal immigrants. Going without a car, we should have a bicycle. Push bike. What do you think?
Sure. We're more stealth.
Now we can smuggle a lot of alcohol back. First time ever in Finland. Woo! Yay! It's Mr. Anders, expert Norwegian guide, saying. He has been many times in Finland. Now we are talking about something here. Oh, what's the same price as in Norway? A little bit. At Sweden, the other side is Finland. Welcome. The winter maintenance between Finland and Sweden. Straight at the border it stops. But they just have heating cable, I guess, in the floor. Coffee in the making. Just fun today. Vad stäng nu? Stäng.
Skapet helt til venstre oppe finner du kaffe.
Og så 5 sånne kaffeskjeer.
Feministen står det.
Du ser ut som uavhengig av kjønnsdel. Here you see what Arctic wildlife are doing in Haparanda. You know, in Norway and Northern Scandinavia, that's the thing that kids are having their cars and drifting around on parking lots. And I put up a challenge and I try to stop them. And maybe I can sit with them for a few rounds. So it would be interesting to follow this up and yeah, maybe it's some fun to see. Alex. Finland. It's normal to do it in Sweden. I will just go over the border and the police can't do anything. Yeah.
Limit power.
Oh, limit power, yeah, okay. On the car, yeah. Oh, I see, yeah. Oh, it's really cold here. It has been fun to be with some Tokyo Drift locals from Finland, and they picked me up in the roundabout. That's to see the footage. It was quite fun. So yeah, I don't know what you think about it, but it's really kind from them to be part of this.
Can we
What are you saying? Outside in Finland, the first pub ever. How is it? Oh. We've been outside in a bar in on the other side here of Haparanda, so it's called Tornio, and it was really surprising experience that people reject strangers like us. Even that we are mixed, like from Norway, and they used to speak Swedish normally. So it was quite an interesting negative experience. I will not say so much more about it, but yeah, it was interesting. I didn't expect that they would be like so closed and don't accept people from outside. So it was really interesting. So I'm eager to find out if it's also the same in Rovaniemi or if they are more open to strangers. So stay tuned to follow up. Now this day is coming to an end, and see you in the morning.